put a label on it, even if it doesn't change the circumstance. Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their mind. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy.
Tell them, Kamala, they are crazy. Let them know they are crazy. Welcome to Sandra P's Gen Extra. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a pre-recorded video. And as you can see, this is about the DMX street renaming ceremony. That is my old neighborhood. That is my old neighbor, my old classmate. And there was a little bit of controversy. I happen to be watching it live because I subscribe to Yonkers Voice. And the gentleman goes around, he records all type of interesting things that are happening in the city. So I always check in. I saw, oh, look, okay, they're honoring Earl. So the ceremony was going on. They had the mayor there. They had city council people, other dignitaries. I'm waiting for Tashera. I'm waiting for Xavier. Next thing you know, they introduced Miss Desiree Lindstrom. As we know, she was the fiance to DMX at time of his untimely death. So he passed away at 50, very young, untimely. They never got married. So she has virtually no status, but somehow her and her daughter, not a daughter with him, she has a son with him. The daughter, I don't know who the father of this daughter is, but she is the co-executor. So they took the stage, and I'll show you a little bit of what happened, and then I'll show you Xavier's part so you can kind of see where that situation went. I'm going to start. This is from Yonkers Voice, and I'm just using it for fair use. It's under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, and this is going to be for purposes of entertainment, education, and I'll just
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Desiree Lindstrom. I was Earl's fiance and the mother of his son, Xavier Simmons, and co-administrator of his estate, along with his daughter, Tashera. Sorry. We are here today to celebrate a man who truly loved the city that raised him. His talent took him all over the world, but he never forgot where he came from, and he never stopped representing YO. And today, his city is returning that love. Before we get into it, I would like to take a moment and acknowledge the individuals who made this event even possible. First, a big thank you to Mayor Spano in the city of Yonkers for his honor. This man, hold on, that man right there really is a DMX fan, which we love so much.
I got to stop this for a minute, y'all. Ridiculous. Desiree's not from Yonkers. Desiree is still hanging off this. I was his fiance at the time of his death. This is his son. Exodus is his son. He's a little boy up there moving around. The other young lady she named is her daughter. That is not DMX's Earl Simmons' daughter at all. And as we know, his family, his only wife was Tashera. Tashera did end up divorcing him. He never managed to marry this young lady. So she was there in his life at the time he passed away, but they never married. So I don't know. I think his original family, Xavier put it, or firstborn, as others in the audience started calling him. I feel like they should look into how these two even became co-executor and executrix. I would love to know that. So I'll add a little bit more, and then I'll show you what she's on, and then I'll fast forward to Xavier's part so you can see why he reacted the way that he did.
Indeed. Thank you. Today would not have been possible without the hard work that you put in and to get this off the ground. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. And Councilwoman Tasha Diaz and the City Council, thank you for getting behind this idea and helping us make sure Earl gets his flowers. Let's give it up for them. And to Earl's children, family, friends, and fans, thank you for showing up and showing out for him today. I know he's feeling all the love in heaven right now. Now, see, I'm not originally from YO, but Earl brought me here because to him.
Right there. I've had enough of her, everybody. She's doing a lot of talking. Not that you have to be from Yonkers to know what it is, but I just felt the disrespect from her the second she stepped up there in booty shorts, no less. There are dignitaries on that day as city council people. The mayor is there. She's in a t-shirt and booty shorts. And let me show you what the co-executrix was on when she started.
Thank you, Des. I am so proud to be here today. As co-administrator of the state, Desiree and I have the privilege and responsibility of protecting and promoting my father's legacy. It is not a role we take lightly. His music gave people hope. His honesty made people feel seen. And every day we are reminded of his impact and the lives he touched. All of you here today are a testament to that. Today isn't just about...
That's not DMX's daughter. That is Desiree Lindstrom's daughter. I won't get into their family dynamics. I don't know enough about it to do so, but I'll show you when they finally allowed, there's some of the Rough Riders crew that get up there, and they were very respectful. They talked about Earl's origins, his origin story, and how he turned into DMX or Darkman X, and where he's from. And they're literally right in front of my old building. They're in front of 55. School Street is made up of 3 buildings. Building 10 was where the seniors used to be. 55, and there's no rhyme or rhythm to how they numbered them, but building 10, building 55, and building 80. So building 55 and building 80 were 2 12 stories, and then building 10, I think that was a 4 or 5 story. It was the smaller building for the seniors. But I'll show you when Xavier took the stage and then how things went a little bit left. I feel like when they cut his mic off, which I didn't think Xavier did anything to deserve his mic getting cut off. So we'll continue on.
Community leaders, residents of Yonkers, and friends from around the world.
Xavier and Jada.
Now, there is absolutely no way that you will close this ceremony. We will not hear from his original entire family. So, Mommy, please stand next to my side. Mommy, please. Please. Sean. Sean. Praise. Tacoma.
I'm also a part of his original family.
Come here. Auntie Ray Quick, come on. Listen. Right is right, wrong is wrong. We are here. Firstly, thank you to the entire city of Yonkers. Thank you to Mayor Spano. Thank you to Tasha Diaz. And thank you to Cherie.
Thank you, Cherie.
Without your groundwork, foot on the ground, none of this is possible. This is your vision. From reaching out to people on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, gathering up the signatures, making sure that everyone is on board to get this signed.
Firstborn.
Firstborn, say what you gotta say.
Thank you.
Take your
My heart
time.
is just so full seeing all the love that we have. To Desiree Lindstrom, you have behaved dishonorably. The fact that you continue to exclude his original family,
They cut the mic. He didn't address everybody. He addressed the one that he had an issue with. Tashera allowed that woman and all her children to take the stage at DMX's funeral. She provided a sense of togetherness, and they got the big head somewhere along the way. He addressed her directly and respectfully. Desiree Lindstrom, you've behaved dishonorably. And then he intended to say why he thought that, and I happen to agree with them. You're trying to exclude, as he calls, original family. That's his first and only wife, Tashera, who ended up divorcing him. And then, of course, they have 5 children, and then their outside children that he had came afterward, which by Desiree Lindstrom is just the one son. The other daughter is not his daughter. So I'll let him finish a little more, and then we'll get to the most important part of this, the renaming. So it's Brook Street and School Street. Walk that hill every day to and from, corner store, bodega, wherever, with all my brothers, sisters, myself, my friends, everybody. And now it is still Brooks and School Street, but they have Earl Simmons Way. So Earl Simmons DMX Way in honor of him. And then I might point out that after she's called out, she took the stage again aggressively. Tashera stood right there. Nothing else happened, but when they went to the corner to actually unveil the street name, Desiree and her family stormed off. So if legacy is what it was about, she should have stayed to see that through.
I try to cut it off. My mother and father built this empire. Proud of us. Like the city loves us. They will always be remembered. Now.
You see her get back in front of the stage, right in front of Tashera. That's disrespectful. You see that? That's her. She had on booty shorts at the commemoration, y'all. There's Xavier. He's just talking. He's a musician, so his voice does carry. And there's Tashera. I'm really proud of Tashera standing by her son. He didn't do anything disrespectful.
They try to cut him off.
People are leaving. This neighborhood has gone through a great change. Actually, this sort of ceremony wouldn't have been able to take place there, not too distant past. So I'll just go over to where they're actually going to show the sign. And then they're going to play some music, so I'll have to stop it.
Come on, y'all. Let's go over to the other side. All right, Mama, it's okay. It's okay.
That's the Tashera in the hat and the bob right here in front of the screen. Okay, I think they went all the way over there. Okay, here we are. There's the unveiling. The police showed up. YOPD. Late but there.
Oh, excuse me.
They got it. They got it done. What do y'all think about that? They got it done. I'm really proud that they got that done. And I'm glad that Xavier was able to get up there and show respect and honor to the people that actually were instrumental in getting it done. A lot of people like to show up late and take credit, but you see, she ended up storming out of there, right? So that was the actual unveiling. It's still 55 School Street and Brook, but is also Earl DMX Simmons Way. So rest in peace, rest in power. I'm really proud of Xavier. And Tashera showed a lot of restraint, but she's really chill anyway. And thank you, everyone, for joining Sandra P's Gen Extra. Let me just put up my quick banner. Everything here was alleged in my opinion, but I showed you the video. That is from Yonkers Voice. And then if you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and hype the video. I appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the YouTube streets. Bye, everybody.
Just put a label on it, even if it doesn't change the circumstance. Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their mind. When in fact, these motherfuckers are crazy.